you're going to get one.
What was that? He had enough time for one more play.
He had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
the brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
Only Cowboys game.
You literally.
The brother screwed us. The brother screwed us. He had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. You're like the way, King Dingbat here, and welcome to day one of training camp. The Eagles are back, and we are ready to go. What is going good with everybody out there? How you guys doing? I see Twitch is in the house. What's going on, Twitch? Dante, Joey, Eagles, Donnie Ford, what's happening? K. Robinson, Tristan. You're just too easy. The Black Connection, what's going on? Bleeding Kelly Green. Thank you guys so much, Ryan. Thank you for being here. Eric, Matthew, Joey, Annette, Ezekiel, Jay. Thank you so much for being here. We are at practice. It is time to go. I'm ready for camp. Now, we're doing some things differently. This is the first year I'm actually trying to stream practice. I don't know if it's something we'll continue. Each year is different, so you kind of just got to get a feel for what people want. But we're going to try a few days, see how this goes with streaming practice. I hope you guys are doing good. JJ Rock Philly, what's up, man? Member for 14 months. Thank you so much. He goes up 500. Go Birds. Absolutely, my man. Thank you for being here. Tyree, let's go. What's going on, man? Kyler Saunders, what's going on? 500. It's time for her season. Absolutely. Jeff, what's going on, buddy? Where are you at? I just saw you. Jeff Bone the Boneyard, what's going on, man? Top of the morning. Yeah, it's early. It's the only thing for me, man. You know, it's early. Richard Purdy goes, what's up, fucker? You looking good? What's the news? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. I guess we should start with this. The Eagles have placed tackle Gottlieb, I can't pronounce his name, Shaq Davis, and DB Cooper on the non-active, non-football injury, and Sidney Brown on the active, physically unable to perform list. So that's what we got. I could say I was just watching the press conference for Nick Sirianni. It looks like Tyler Steen gets first crack at right guard. And so it's going to be interesting. What's up, little kitty? I got a little friend joining me here. Say hi. Say hi. But what's going on? What's up, Big D? How are you? What's happening? Yo, we are live, Brody. You man busted. What's going on with you? So we already got things going on. As you can see, I guess you can't see, but you got Hurts. Who's on the field now? Eagles practice report. That would drive me nuts. But what is up, kitty? What's up? Landon Dickerson is not practicing today. Toe laceration. Brett Toth, he is not practicing either. A hamstring. That's interesting. That's very interesting. Brian, what's going on, man? He goes, Jay Giuseppe, tank top on. League is not ready. You got it, man. You got it. What is it? What are you doing, kitty? They aren't ready. And thank you for super chat. Dakota, what's going on, man? You took the day off, 500. Your boss? No, I got to go in late. I've got some things worked out this year, so we're going to be doing some things during the day a little bit different. So here's some Nick Sirianni and Kellen Moore closely watching ball security drills. So what happens in these practices? They let the media film basically the players, warming up and stuff. Once practice stuff starts, there is no video. So we'll go through what we get. Let's see here. Here's ball security drills. Can you guys see this, by the way? Just let me know. Philly get, yes, he does. Love that flappy big guy. Yeah, the little cat's 4 weeks old today. Come on, there you go. Philip, I'm doing great, man. What's going on with you? Andrew, go. What's up, my man? All right, cool. I'm glad you can see. So this is just what we're getting right now in from the guys' media. Kind of going backwards though. There's Landon Dickerson not practicing. There's Devontae Smith, my guy. And then here was Hurts coming out earlier. There you go. He's ready to go. Hurts ready to go. I'm ready to go. You're ready to go. Hurts is ready to go. So, yeah, let's catch up here. Here's Jalen pitching to Saquon. I love this. Oh, yeah. That's going to be brutal. That's going to be brutal this year. So, yeah, so let's see. Let me refresh. And then I think we're pretty much caught up on what we've gotten warm-up-wise so far. We'll see. It's probably a bunch of stuff. Nope, that's it. So Jalen pitches to Saquon. Oh, here we go. Here's A.J. Brown and Joseph Nagata working out wide receiver drills. You didn't miss anything. Right now, they're just warming up. And who is this? This is from Martin Frank. I will put all these guys' stuff for you guys to so you guys can basically, follow these guys. Zizim not, what's going on, my man? I'm scared that Dejean's out. Let's talk a little bit about Dejean. 3 weeks he's out. It really sucks. There's no way to put it. The guy's going to be behind now. He's just going to be behind, Ryan Reyes, what's going on, my man? Is it not being live streamed anymore? They don't stream the practice like when they're actually doing like things on the field. Like you won't get the 11-11s or anything like that. They'll let them film and record warm-ups. But once practice starts, the cameras go off. You're only going to get tweets about what's going on. So we'll go through all that and we'll have fun. We'll see if this works. I don't know if people like this or not. I've never streamed these before, but just seeing if it's a little different. So, this time of year I'm going to be Mark Holmes than you. There's a lot of videos every day, so we'll see. Twitch Dig, thank you for super checks. Appreciate 500. Always keeping us updated with Eagles Go Birds. Thank you, my man. I got these mornings off, so on days the Eagles practice, we'll try to stream live. We'll see how it goes. When they do like a walkthrough, we won't stream live. But I'm just happy to be back too. Glad to see you back, Philly. Yes, man. Thank you. Yeah, right now, Steen's getting first crack at right guard. That's what Nick Sirianni said in today's press conference. Tortiville says that is going to set Dejean back, but the Eagles have a lot of depth in secondary. It won't the team much. It makes Dejean behind. That's the problem. Is how's he going to get playing time? He's going to be behind. He's probably not going to play at all the preseason. System is not member for 45 months. Thank you so much, man. He goes, I have Cooper's injury. Doesn't affect Bradbury's stay on the roster. I'll tell you what, for me, what it would do for me is I would turn around and I would sign Justin Simmons, So here's Zach Berman. There's Jalen Hurts to Saquon running a pitch out. That's going to be brutal all year. No doubt about it. Let me refresh. You got to constantly refresh on these days, man. But it usually comes in quickly. And that's the last video we got. So, I think I would sign Simmons because my plan was to put Dejean as a backup safety at times, Adi says, hey, what's good, Philly? Been following you for 3 years. Great contact. Keep up the great work. This season's going to be pretty interesting. Can't wait for the season to start. Let's go. Thank you, my man. I can't wait either. Like I said, we're trying something different here. Usually I put out a video during, after practice. Then we did an afternoon live stream. This year we're going to stream practices, see how that goes, and then put video after that. So I have no idea how it'll work, and I don't know if I'll stick with it. It just kind of depends on how many people we get and stuff. Howie Robbery, what's going on? He goes, what's up, 500? Sitting at work in the washroom, watching your podcast, Fly Eagles Fly. Thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. Big Mo says, Philly, if I've been missing action, what's up, my man? Yeah, man. I've been waiting for this. I've been just waiting for practice to start. This looks great, 500. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. We'll just see how it goes. Here's Eskin. More Eagles training camp drills, quarterback and running backs day one. Is this thing refreshing for me? That would be great if it just keeps adding. I don't have to do nothing. So there's not putting the pads on yet. No, they'll go like, it'll be like, probably won't see the pads till next week. But they don't do it. Frank, it's a hamstring injury. It's a hamstring injury. We got 257 people in here, which is surprising for me, actually, because I don't know what to expect this early. But make sure you hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. Eagle says 500. Simmons would be a great signing now. Cooper's out. I agree with you. I agree. 500. You join Mark on his Fancy show. If they invite me today, I'll probably go. But we'll see. Kevin says, I think Sidney will be our starting safety before the season is over if he can stay healthy. Well, that's going to be the question. I mean, how much can we really expect him after, a torn ACL? Logan's, what's going on? He goes, 500. Are you joining Mark? If they invite me, we'll see. Mike says, I'm on the East Coast, so I could be on this early. Yeah, it's 10:22 for you guys. It's 7:22 for me. I had to wake my wife up early. I said, get out, because she's a teacher, so she's off for the summer. So I was like, I got work to do. What a way to start my week-long vacation. That's a great timing for a vacation, man. JJ Rock says 500 every time I'm on stream. We are here 500. I know, man. I appreciate that. I do. Everyone like the video, subscribe channel, turn on notification bell. Yeah, I mean, if this works out and people like this, I'll do this every day they practice early, and then we'll take it from there. They're gonna finish warm up soon, and we're gonna start hearing about what's going on, actual practice stuff. What the heck is that? Yeah, that's the last video we've gotten. It's going to be awesome. What the hell was Cooper doing before? I don't know what the hell he was doing. But I mean, it really sucks, man. You want these guys, the music, I can't put the sound on. Do we know who's getting first crack at cornerback too? We don't know yet. We'll see as they line up and stuff like that. What I do know for sure is Steen is they said Steen was actually going to get first crack at right guard. So we'll see. We will see. Jalen Danson. Yeah, they feeling good, man. Feeling good. They said that Nolan Smith is 245 right now. All right, so here we go. We got practice underway now. All right, so Zach Bond and Devin White right now, they're looking like they're our first team linebackers. No Nakobe Dean. So Nakobe Dean is backing up. So Bond and Devin White, first team linebackers. Isaiah Rodgers, first team cornerback across from Darius Slay. Avante Maddox is at nickel. Interesting. So they already got Isaiah Rodgers over Bradbury. That's interesting, right? That's very interesting. Yeah, Isaiah Rodgers and Slay are at corner. That is crazy. So what does that mean for Bradbury? I'm telling you, Bradbury's on his way out, man. I don't know if they're going to keep him. I just don't know if I think they will. Let's see here. Eagles team drill. Tyler Steen starting at right guard, which is what we said. Devin White and Zach Bond, not Nakobe, at linebacker. Slay and Isaiah Rogers are your corners. I love that. I love what they're doing at corner. I'm okay with Steen at right guard. And then Zach Bond at linebacker over N'Kobe Dean isn't a surprise. N'Kobe was, he was in a boot all spring. So I think it's going to take a while, You need a Saquon in a black visor. Yeah, that would be cool. Bubba, what's going on, man? He goes, what does it mean for Trashberry? I don't know. I don't know if it's just they're trying to get a look, or does it mean something else? We got to keep refreshing here. And if anybody gets anything else, let me know. All right, so here we go. So Brandon Lee Gallant says Paris Campbell gets first crack at wide receiver 3 on offense. I'm telling you right now, my man is going to rise. Why can't I think of his name? Because I'm a moron. It's too early. Zach Bremer, day 1 starter notes. Tyler Steen is at right guard. Mekhi Becton is at left guard with Dickerson absent. Okay. Zach Bond and Devin White at linebacker. Isaiah Rogers and cornerback opposite Darius Slay. Avonte Maddox in the slot. And then Campbell at wide receiver 3. Interesting. It's really interesting. Here was Hurts coming out earlier. Yeah, of course everybody's excited. So that's interesting. What are your guys' thoughts so far, man? What are you thinking? Right now, Dean is a backup. Yeah. It doesn't mean it's going to stay that way, but I look at it like this. They want to practice. They're kind of going on what they saw at OTAs, what they've seen during the spring, and they go from there. It doesn't surprise me. What does it mean for Trashberry? I think it means that they're going with Isaiah Rogers. White Birch Acres, thank you for super chat. I'm so glad I get to listen to 500 at work. Keep up the great content, bro. Oh, man, thank you so much, man. I appreciate the super chat, man. It really means a lot. We have 324 people. If you're new, hit that like. Make sure you hit that subscribe. Like I said, we're going to do this a few days, few practices, see if people like this. And every year training camp is different. You kind of got to get a feel for what people want. I don't know if people will end up liking this, but I kind of like it. Yeah, Nia Smith is my guy. Why can't I think of it? You know what it means for Trashberry? It could just mean simply that he didn't get enough work during OTAs in. So they're going with what they know from OTAs. We can't really put too much stock into it yet. Martin Frank wrote this. Jacoby Van Summeren are the second unit at linebacker. Quinyon at cornerback. Bradbury at safety. All right, they're trying to trade Bradbury. They're putting Bradbury at second team safety. They're trying to trade him. And to me, the other thing is this. This is why I hate Cooper Dejean is out. I would like Cooper Dejean second string safety. Brandon Lee Gallant wrote this. Kaylee Ringo and Quinyon Mitchell are second team outside cornerbacks. Bradbury is a safety next to Tristan McCallum. Woo! So the Eagles are putting Bradbury. I swear, I think they're testing to see if Bradbury is decent at safety, but I think they're trying to build him up. Zach Berman says former Eagles safety Anthony Harris is working with the Eagles staff this summer. He spent part of 2 seasons with the team, once led NFL in interceptions, was a respected player in the league. Definitely was. Definitely was. Besides Dejean injured and attendance, so far, so good. So far, so good. Eagles at 500. I like what we're seeing so far from White and Bond. Good players and can have success. Glad to see Rodgers getting more reps at cornerback. I think Bradbury trade's coming. Love the content. Thank you, my man. I definitely think you're going to see a Bradbury trade. You know why you put him at safety? You want to show that he's versatile, and then watch how they talk about Bradbury in the next few weeks, like at press conferences after practice. They're going to build him up because they're going to try to build him up to trade him. Daz, what's going on, my man? Are you concerned that Dejean could be injury prone this season? I'm always concerned when I see a guy early on like that already hurt, coming off another injury. But we got to wait and see to say injury prone. I'm just frustrated that he's not out in the field, And how are you guys liking this? Is this working or not? because we'll see. If this works, I'll do this every day. I've made some plans for this year, so things are going to change a little bit. I will probably be streaming during the season on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It looks like I'll be streaming every day around like 1 p.m. around lunchtime. So there'll be lunch with Philly 500 3 days a week this upcoming year. Maddox's second team. Maddox starting at slot. He lined up in the slot as a starter. You had Isaiah Rodgers, for those who are late, just coming in. Isaiah Rodgers and Slay were your starting corners. Bond and Devin White were your starting linebackers. Ringo and Mitchell, second team reps. And then Bradbury's second team safety. So that's interesting. Stromboli's at 1. Nah, man, I got to lose weight, bro. I got to lose weight. You know what I mean? And then when it all fails and everything fails, we still have this.
Oh, yeah, plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay!
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak!
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott!
Where the hell is he throwing it
Trying to
to?
feed the CeeDee Lamb! Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb! You tried to feed the CeeDee Lamb! You got to give it to CeeDee Lamb! God! It's over! It's over, Dak!
It's
Put
over.
Trey Lance in the game! Trey Lance can't do worse than you!
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk.
It is now for us to win a game.
It is killing me.
And I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking revenge. Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.
All right, let me get that off. You never been that man in my life? I punched a hole through my parents' couch once. That I've gotten pretty mad. And for those that haven't seen earlier, this was Saquon Barkley coming out for practice. First time as an Eagle. We absolutely love it. That's my man. Saquon Barkley's got a monster year. Monster year. It's interesting. Some things are interesting in practice. Let's see. So they're doing 7-on-7 drills right now. Martin Frank is saying Devin White and Bond are first team linebackers on 7-on-7 drills. Brandon Lee Gowton, first team defense 7-on-7 drills has Slay and Ringo on the outside at corner, Devin White and Nakobe Dean at linebacker. Okay, interesting. So here we see. Oh, you guys can't see that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So you got Devin White and Nakobe Dean, first team linebacker 7-on-7 drills. And then you have 7-on-7 Darius Slay and Ringo on the outside at cornerback, and White and Nakobe Dean at linebacker. So it looks like they're rotating these guys in. They may be trying to get a feel for everything, you know. What do we make of it? I still say that most likely these guys are backups. Philly Flyover, what's going on, man? He goes, Philly's immense. We need long hair Philly back, no Diddy. All right. Ringo could start. I think Ringo's going to be a long-term starter for us. James says they battling. They definitely are battling. Great way to start the Eagles cramp with Cowboys meltdown. You know it, right? Why, Johnny Ringo, you look like somebody just walked all over your grave. That's what he said to Bradbury. Still, Bradbury not at cornerback yet. Interesting. I think they want to trade Bradbury. Let's see what we got here. Jalen Hurts with multiple completions to Paris Campbell already. So Paris Campbell's making his presence felt early and often. That's interesting. It makes sense that they're going to rotate guys and see what they work together best. Yeah, because you got to remember a lot of what they're going off day one of practice, especially, is they're going off what they saw at OTAs, what they saw during the spring. Things will change. You know what I'm saying? Things will change. Breaking news: Umbrella Man signed with the Cowboys because CC is not there no more. Oh, come on, not for real though. That would be hilarious. Bradbury, Trashberry. We'll see what happens with Bradbury. I think they're going to trade him. I think they're going to build him up and they're going to trade him. But Paris Campbell making an impact early. All right. Who is the other first team safety? So the first team safety is C.J. Gardner-Johnson and Reed Blankenship. Bradbury was taking reps as second team safety. So I have a feeling that they're going to rotate guys, on the opposite side of Slay and just get a feel for them. But I think Isaiah Rodgers starting out first, to me, he's probably your starting defense. He's probably your starting corner right now. If I had to guess who your starting corners on depth chart, I would probably say Slay and Rodgers. And then you would have Bond and Devin White at linebacker. Eagles ready to go. Dallas still over there. Celebrity. Yeah, Jerry's 160,000th birthday. You think Campbell will make the team? I think Campbell will make the team. The question is, will Campbell start? That's going to be the question, because I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, nothing left. They're doing 707s. That's all. That's the latest update we've had. Don't forget about Sidney Brown as well when he gets healthy. My thoughts on Brown is this. Here's a guy that is coming back from a really tough injury. Like, how I don't think he'll be 100% all year. You know, you can put steak sauce on a wiener and it's still a hot dog. Bradbury's done, cooked, is he? Well, listen. The Eagles are going to put ketchup. They're going to put mustard, relish. They're gonna jazz this mother humper up because they want to trade him. I'm telling you, listen to how they talk about Bradbury. That's the key, because every time the Eagles talk up a guy overly, they trade him. Danny, thank you for the super chat. He goes, did you say Slay tackling versus Tampa? Blankenship tackles. Blankenship does tackle. He does. Slay, yeah, not so much. Smitty breaking 13. I think Devontae Smith's going to have a monster year. Torville says, I can't wait to see team trading for Bradbury because we move him to safety in camp. He isn't Charles Woodson, and how can he prove he can play safety without regular season play at safety? You know, teams get desperate. Guys get injured. They look at him and say, you know what? We need a corner, and he's got some versatility. Let's do it. Otherwise, Bradbury's not even gotten reps yet with Slay. Let's see here. Brandon Lee Gountain says, Nakobe Dean now with Zach Bond on first-team linebackers in second set of 11 on 11. So they're rotating these guys. The one consistent for the most part is that it's been everybody matching with Devin White. But you got Dean now with Bond, first-team linebackers. I wouldn't put much stock into it. Goddard should make the Pro Bowl this year. If he could stay healthy, you know, to me, the whole thing with Goddard is you got to stay healthy. You have to be healthy. What do you think about, let's see, Gainwell at 2? Gainwell concerns me. The whole backup running back is a fear I have. I think there's a big drop between Barkley and then your other running backs. We need to go under center, more predictable college shotgun. Well, yeah, and we'll see if they do that, you know. Eagles are ready to go. Dallas over there celebrating Jerry's 165th, his 10,000th birthday. He's about 10,000 years old, you know, right? They're just trying to see what personnel match to. Yeah, most likely. But I still think there are things that you can garner. You know, you're still going to see Slay getting most first-team reps. We're still seeing Devin White get most first-team reps. It's who's working in with those guys. That's the key. But we're on 11 on 11. It's probably going to be about an hour practice if I'm guessing right. We got 434 people, which I really appreciate. if you like, hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. We're gonna test this out a few days. See if people like me stream practice live, and then if they do, we'll continue it. We're kind of feeling it out, you know. Pause. No Diddy. I mean, I am on no caffeine right now. I need a lot of caffeine. I think Hurts will be better this year with Kellen Moore. Oh, I think so too. Frank. Carter is going to have a monster year. That's the thing with like these practices when there's no tackling. It's so hard to judge the defensive line, in my opinion, because they can't get tackled. They if you get pressure on the quarterback, they kind of blow it. It's really hard to gain, what you're getting out of your defensive line. You know, you really need preseason for that. Miles Sanders is one to watch. If the Carolina Panthers cut him, I think you should bring him in. I think you should bring him back. Tube, what's going on, man? How are you? Gavin, what's going on? 500. I love how the Eagles this all season are making moves, and Dallas just sat there and did nothing. And now look, Lamb, Parsons, Dak. How are they all going to get paid? I know it's funny, isn't it? First preseason game, I believe, is August 9th. I believe it's the 9th. Now that Cox is gone, Carter is going to see way more. Carter's going to have a monster year. I believe Carter will be dominant this year. I truly do. Let's see here. So Brandon Lee got seeing some pre-snap motion early on here at camp. I mean, dude, let me tell you something. That team, if anybody needs some motion in their offense, it's the Eagles. So that's already different than what we've seen in the past. Pre-motion snap, I like that. July going fast, it really is. So you're going to stream I'll stream all the Eagles preseason games. I don't know about other teams like the Hall of Fame game. I won't be doing that. But Eagles preseason games, I will stream. And then, of course, we'll stream every Eagles game. And then we'll stream, Monday night, Thursday night, Sunday. We do those games. And then we we always watch the Dallas games because those are always fun to laugh at. Philly Man says Miles Sanders with Saquon in college. That's what they did in college. Why not do it again? Mitchell at corner 2 by end of camp. We'll see. We'll see. The question is, what do they do with Bradbury? And then can they beat out Isaiah? See, I think Isaiah Rodgers is a player. I think he's a player. See, Inside the Bird says, quote, when you hear a report like that, you don't put much stock to it. Nick Sirianni talks rapport with Jalen Hurts, other topics at Bird's first training camp. Yeah. I mean, he just basically said, that he don't put much stock into the report. They don't really know what's going on between him and what you'll call it. Brandon Lee Gown says, after starting out as third team outside cornerback across from Josh Joby, Eli Ricks moves up to second team outside cornerback across from Kylie Ringo. They're obviously just trying to get a feel for what's going on. That's obviously what they're doing here. Does Miles want to be behind Barkley again? I have no idea. I just know that he could be possibly cut with the Panthers. I have no clue what Miles would be thinking. Dad says, that's Davis' job to stop the run, eat up the middle, take on 2 blockers, open up the rest of the absolutely. And what you're going to see, though, is you're going to see teams actually start to double Jalen Carter anyways. And that's where you need Davis to be better at his rush, And Jose, man, thank you for the super chat, my man. Appreciate you so much. Thank you. He says, Sirianni can't have his hands in the cookie jar. Agreed. Point and Shoot says, live stream at 7:44 a.m. Yeah, well, we're trying something a little different for the first few days of camp, Every year is a little different. You kind of got to get a feel for what people want. We're going to try out streaming live practices this year early on and see how that goes. So whenever they start is when we'll do it. If it's a walkthrough, we won't stream. Live practices, we will. So I have no idea if this is worth it or not, but we'll try it. You got to try to know. Okay, so nothing yet. No, we're on 11:11. I imagine that the practice is only going to be an hour long today. Dejean out with Upon her already. Yeah, he's out, man. It really sucks. It does. Hey, Phil, you're 3 hours behind me. I am. Yeah, I'm 3 hours. Let's see. 10:45 for us, guys. Yes, exactly. What 500? They're doubling Carter all second half, and he gets held every other play, and he didn't get the rookie calls. But this year he'll be minutes. Yeah, Antonio, good point. You know, and that's where Jordan Davis has to develop some sort of pass rush because you know Davis will push the guy back. He will push the pile. And he can manhandle any guy one-on-one, but he's got to get a good pass rush. If he's decent rushing the passer, it'll make it a lot harder for teams. Yeah, Campbell right now, the Campbell Hurts connection, I think early in this practice, maybe what stood out the most so far. Hurts has gone to him a lot, they said. So it's interesting. See, Jeffrey Lurie's out there at practice. Tanner McKee before having conversation. Dapped up Tanner McKee before having conversation. Let's see. He hurts multiple completions to Paris Campbell. Could that be already the early connection? Campbell and Hurts. Wait till my man Nia Smith gets going. That's what I can't wait to see. Davis is overrated. We'll see. I think Davis is a pretty good player. Don't you think it's weird they jump into 7-on-7s and not isolate positions drills day? I don't know. You know, I don't know. The OTs, I don't know how much 7-on-7, 11-on-11s they can actually do. So they just may want to do it. I think isolated position drills is pretty much all they've been doing at OTAs and camp in the spring. So they just might want to get a feel or a look for it. Nia Smith will get his chance. He will make his mark. I promise you, he will do it. No way on Miles Sanders. Trade Gainwell if you have to, because we need a running back 1 Barkley, running back 2 Shipley, Kendall Milton. I like Kendall Milton. I think he's going to be interesting to watch preseason. I don't know what to think about Shipley. If I'm being honest, and I watched the tape on Shipley, nothing stands out to me that says, oh, okay, you know, I don't know what to think. I think that the drop off between Gainwell and Shipley and Barkley is huge, and I wouldn't mind another running back, to be honest with you. Just my opinion. Let's see. Here you go. Britton Covey, John Ross, Nia Smith, Isaiah Rodgers are back returning punts during special teams drills. That's interesting. I mean, if you look at the punt game now, the return game, is Britton Covey, is he in trouble? I mean, you got legitimate guys, Nia Smith, Isaiah Rodgers, returning punts. Those guys can definitely do it. The fact that Jalen Carter's double teams rookie year says a lot. I don't think Miles Smith even has zero alignment pay attention. I agree. But it also, what does it say about Jordan Davis, though? That's the thing. Bradbury for CD straight up. Oh, yeah, why not? Mazzy stinks. He stinks. Any news on Bradbury? Bradbury was playing, he got reps from what we saw as a backup safety. That's all I've seen so far. I'm not saying he hasn't taken anything at corner, but what they were saying was he was second team safety. So are they really going to make that move with him? James, thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate you. This is my favorite Eagles YouTuber. Thanks, 500, man. Thank you, James. I appreciate you. We got 455 people in the chat. Thank you so much. It's early. I can't believe we have that many people, to be honest. So I really, really appreciate it. Trade Najee Harris. I don't think you need to. I mean, that would be a hell of a backup. But I mean, what about Dalvin Cook? Like, bring in Dalvin Cook as a backup. Jordan Davis, very key piece to what's going on this year. Success largely depends. I think the success of this defense really is going to be about what do you get from Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. Those guys have to be good, and everything else will take care of itself. Here's an update on Bradbury. Bradbury is working with the second team safety on the first day of camp. A sentence. I didn't expect to write when the Eagles signed him to a 3-year, $38 million contract following a standout 2022 season when he was second-team All-Pro. Eagles have a decision to make this summer. So, wow, Bradbury basically is playing second-team safety. He ain't going to make it. They're going to get rid of him. Marcus, what's going on, man? He goes, "You the man, 500. Always love to thank you, brother. Thank you." Milton Williams is going to have a big year. I think so, too. Yeah, the Eagles are actually using motion, they said, in practice. How about that? Our success is based on the entire D-line, period. It is. It is. That's our bread and butter. Jeff Bone, the Bonehead, thank you so much for the super chat. Are you going to be on Dan Celia's show this afternoon? If they invite me on, Mark's under contract to be there every Wednesday. I'm not. So we'll see. I heard they said that Mark did good debating me last week. I destroyed him. I destroyed him. I could not say anything and just do this, and I would beat him in a debate. And nothing on Gabe Hall yet. I haven't seen anything on him. And more will come out later when these guys write detailed stuff of what's going on. Are you going to check out? Chicken out and take on Mark back? Or you're going to have 2 whites call you on when you get up and want to go. I don't understand what the hell you're talking about, Darlene. You talking about a bet with Mark Holmes? I bet Mark. Mark backed out. You can't back out and then accuse the other person of being a chicken when you back out of it. You can't do that. You can't just expect people to do whatever you want to do at the whim of what you want to do it. You have something, you put it out there, then you back out, and then you say that he's chicken because he won't adjust to what you want. No, Mark chickened out of his own bet. My life doesn't depend upon what Mark Holmes is doing. You wanted it, you had your chance, and then you blew it. So excited that football's back. Keep up the good work, Five. Thank you, my man. Appreciate it. Mark contracts 2 chicken wings, right? He did 11 videos yesterday. 11 videos. I haven't done 11 videos all month. Although that's going to change really quick because we're going to hit you like 3 or 4 today. Brandon says, I'm still kind of scared about the pass rush this year. I'm very nervous about the edge rushers. I'm very, very nervous about it. Yes, I am, because I don't know what we're going to get. Although they're saying Nolan Smith's 245, which is a good sign. I hope Jake is paid. No, they don't pay me. No. Antonio says, I was in Vegas with Saquon jersey, and every other person stopped to me to talk about Saquon and Eagles. Feels like our year. Everyone is saying so as well. I that's good, man. I mean, I think the Eagles are going to be great. No tight end signings yet. No. It's been really quiet on the tight ends. Really, the only thing that we've heard out of the offense is that Hurts and Paris Campbell connection is good. Nothing updated. We're going to get practice ended in a minute is what we're going to hear. They all work for YouTube. Well, God, I guess if you look at it that way, Nolan Smith's a big part of this defense, I think. Quinion was getting second team reps across from Ringo. Isaiah Rodgers and Ringo got some first team reps. How can A.J. Brown not score? What do you mean? Josh Sweat has to show up as well. Oh, man, they definitely need Josh Sweat. That whole defensive line's got to be good. You guys think you're a Super Bowl contender every single year. You guys, we are Super Bowl contenders every year. Were we just not in the Super Bowl 2 years ago? Were we just not in the playoffs? Listen, you could even say the Cowboys are contenders. If you're in the playoffs every year, you're a Super Bowl contender. It's just the Cowboys are Super Bowl chokers. Nakobe Dean has gotten some quality reps in the early going. Had a TFL with the first team defense. Got in the backfield, passing plays. Where did you see? Oh, E.J. Smith. Okay, I'll start focusing on specific guys and we'll roll with it. You know, we're like I said, it's the first day. We're just trying to feel this out if this is going to work. Bradbury worked out second team day camp. Yeah, we talked about that already. You're a contender whenever you make it to playoffs. Agreed. I mean, we were literally the NFC conference champions last year. How can we not be a contender? EJ Smith. Okay, cool. Once we'll smooth this thing out. I mean, like I said, I don't know if this is the best way to go about it. This is the first time I've streamed a live practice. AJ Brown's a stud. I mean, I don't know. I think the Cowboys need to worry about their own players. Where's CeeDee Lamb? Why is CeeDee Lamb not in practice? Why do you have guys holding out? I mean, what a joke the Cowboys are. And then the fans are like, oh, well, he's going to be the highest paid guy. That's not always a good thing. 500, have you seen the Giant? All season I've been seeing that. 500, are you planning on going to Eagles game? If I'm back east, I will. I don't have anything planned specifically right now, but we'll see. Bro's a joke. Don't come here and trash. Your own team stinks. I mean, dude, if I was a Cowboy fan, I'd be so embarrassed right now. I can't sign my quarterback. I can't sign my receiver. I can't sign my best defensive player. Philly Flyover, if Barkley and Jalen deliver, the rest will follow. If Jordan Davis, CJ deliver, the rest will follow. I agree. Listen, I think Barkley early in the year, key on the offense. You're coming with a new offense coordinator. You want to adjust. You want it to be smooth early in the year. Rely on Barkley. And then on defense, that defensive line has to be good. If that defensive line is good, everything will be placed. Will work out. It's great to see we are using motion. We were way too predictable last year. God, I don't even remember them running any motion. They did nothing. They were just line up and play. So it's very good to see them using motion. You know, we talked about that earlier. It's really good news. Nothing, man. It's really quiet. In my opinion, the foundation offense and defense. Yeah, I hear you. Outcast, what's going on? How many weeks is the Flying Frenchman out? He will be full go for the first. He'll be full go week 1, but he's out 3 weeks. So you're looking at him not being ready. He'll be out the first 2 preseason games. So will he get to play in that third preseason game? I'm hoping he does. But by Dejean being out, I mean, it puts him behind. It just does. What's Huff look like? Haven't heard anything. It's really hard to judge. You know, defensive line is very hard to judge on these kind of practice. When they're not hitting and there's no pads and you're not tackling, it's so hard to know what those guys are doing. But Huff does look fast. Yeah. We'll have highlights and stuff like that. I'll pull stuff, so we'll have next stream. I think they practice again tomorrow. I got to look at the schedule. Let's see. Martin Frank said this. Hurts' best pass of the day so far was a 35-yard touchdown to Dallas Goedert. How about that? So Hurts to Goedert. You guys were asking for a Goedert update. 35-yard touchdown pass. There you go. So Goedert makes his presence felt. It's sad when you're depending upon rookies to fix your secondary. But we're not. We're not depending upon rookies to fix it. That's the thing that you don't get. We're just excited about our rookies. We got Isaiah Rodgers. He's not a rookie. We got C.J. Gardner-Johnson. He's not a rookie. So we look at those guys. Kylie Ringo. He's not a rookie. So, no. That's just not true. Big Chris is tight end number 2. Yeah. Uzumwa, I guess, is your tight end number 2. Dave Dust says 500. Who will be our running back 2? I would think Gainwell's your second running back right now. Will Shipley beat him out? I don't know. They love Gainwell. So I see Gainwell as your number 2, but I would bring in another running back. You know, I am liking these passes to other guys like Campbell and Goddard. We have to get everyone involved. Agreed. Eagles says 500. If Sanders does get cut, I would love to bring him in as a backup behind Barkley. Sanders is a good running back. He would be a heck of a backup to have behind Barkley. I agree with you. Like, I think you have Barkley here, and then I think you have a huge drop-off, right, with Shipley and Gainwell. Maybe Shipley will turn out to be the guy. I don't know. But I think if you could get somebody in between that drop-off would be huge. Yeah, Slay's not a rookie. Devin White ain't a rookie. Yeah, I mean, just because Dallas fans think if you talk about your rookies, it means we must think that they're saving everything. They're going to play all year. We're just excited about rookies. Nolan Smith sighting now. I did see Nolan Smith walking into the NovaCare complex yesterday. They said he's 245 pounds. That means he added what, like 12 to 15 pounds? He needed to be stronger and bigger. That's a good sign. But the edge rusher, defensive tackles, like in situations like this where it's no pads, no tackling, no hitting, it's hard to gauge those guys. It really is hard to gauge those guys. Yeah, Hurts' best pass was 35-yard to Goddard. Why are Dallas fans in your chat? They love us. They're so scared of us. Rodgers and Ringo stepping up, put the Eagles in good position. I think Isaiah Rodgers is a steal. I think he's an absolute steal. And make sure if you guys haven't, hit that like, make sure you subscribe. Pickett hands it off to Gainwell. He slips a tackle, and he's in touchdown. Eagles win the Super Bowl. Pickett. I'm looking to see if Lou Nichols makes the roster. I think he's a diamond in the rough. Yeah, I like the kid. The kid from Georgia, I think, is going to be an interesting player. Goddard is so underappreciated. Goddard's a great player. He misses games all the time. You can't have every year where the guy misses 3-4 games. He's got to stay healthy. If Goddard stays healthy, we'll be fine. It's going to be interesting. I want to keep Eli Ricks as well. No doubt about it. Yeah, Jordan Davis lost weight. Yes, he did. So I would guess that Ross starting today, right now, I would guess that John Ross is your number 4. But I think Anaya Smith, I still think he's going to make a play. Although sounds like Paris Campbell and the connection with Jalen Hurts has been really nice so far. Johnny says, Philly, forget about Bradbury. How do they keep Slay if they intend to start Quinyon Mitchell? And all we heard is how good Rodgers and Ringo were touted OTAs. Well, Johnny, this is what we talk so much about this all season. Like, how do you get the young guys like Quinyon Mitchell on the field when you have guys like Bradbury, Slay, and then you have Isaiah Rodgers on the outside? I thought the plan was to put Rodgers in the slot, right, which would move up Quinyon Mitchell on the depth chart. But it's a good point. I think he's going to not start this year. As long as Slay's on the team, I think it's going to be Slay and Rodgers on the outside. So he's going to be working his second team. I mean, it would be ballsy if they trade Slay. I don't think they'll do that. Hey, Philly, can we get a Dallas, New York, and Washington? Yeah, Dallas stinks. The Giants definitely stink. And Washington always stinks. There you go. Clearwater said, everyone's been sleeping on Paris Campbell being wide receiver 3, and I cannot for the life figure y'all out. I mean, it's easy, really. I mean, what has he really done? If you look at his career, he had one decent year with the Colts, but he really hasn't done much. So I don't think it's unjustified that people might have slept on him. And you may be right. He may be good. He may be perfect fit for the Eagles. He might. But I don't think it's unjustified to say that why sleep on Paris Campbell? He's really done nothing his career. Are you streaming Ether? You know what, Ether? We're gonna try it out. We're gonna give it a feel, and we're gonna see how it goes. We'll make some adjustments. But every season with camp is kind of different, so you kind of just got to get a feel. Right now, if they practice, we'll stream it live. If they do a walkthrough, we won't do that live because no, they don't. Sometimes that's not even open. But we'll stream for the next, at least this week. We'll stream practice. If people like it and stuff, and it's going good, yeah, we'll keep doing it. There has to be plays drawn up specifically for Mitchell to get him on the field if he doesn't start. Yeah, well, hopefully they do that. In the past, the Eagles have had no problem getting a rookie and keeping him on the bench and not rushing him into action, which I hate because it wastes time. If it was me, I would get the young guys on the field as quickly as possible. Trade for Zach Ertz. Ertz is in Washington. A white rerun. Hey, it's a little hard with my training camp hat we got here right now. Mitchell will be a starter come start of season. I hope you're right. He's too. What do you do with Isaiah Rodgers? I mean, Isaiah Rodgers, by all accounts, has been the most. He's been the most whatchamacallit guy. All right, here we go. So we finally got some updates. Berman said Campbell. So there was talk about Campbell. Brandon Lee Gown says Mekhi Benton is apparently not feeling so hot about an hour into practice, throwing up. So Becton's throwing up, getting his ass in shape. Back in at first team left guard though. Landix out today. So Becton was throwing up, but he's starting at left guard today. So you have Becton at left guard. Steen is starting at right guard. Now, Dickerson's not practicing today. Interesting. Jimmy Kempsky wrote this. First puke of Eagles training camp. Mekhi Becton. I counted 10 heaves. He was a trooper, though, right back in there 2 plays later. Hey, listen, I don't mind that. Get it out. It's crazy. Yeah, you could get the wrench. Philly flyover, definitely. Anyone who cares about politics, I don't know. I'm focused on the Eagles. It's pouring here. They need to get inside before anyone get hurt. Is it raining there? Could I do sub Philly? Yes, definitely. See if we can get my man here. A wrench. There we go. Wow, what is going on here? $500 U putts. What did I miss? You missed a whole practice. Eagles Land says depends where you're at. I'm in Philly and it's not raining here where I'm at. Yeah, I have no idea if it's. I have not heard anything about rain. All I know is Becton was throwing up, and he's in that left guard. So Becton throws up, gets back right in there 2 plays later. I think Becton is going to be an absolute steal. You let Stoutland work with him and his talent, and if he's devoted, ready to go, and he's a trooper, Becton could be your starting at right guard. Paris Campbell probably really having a good day. Mr. No Name says, love you, Philly. Stay blessed. You too, my man. We hoping we trade for or sign another edge rusher. I kind of want to see how it goes, Mikey. I mean, what if Nolan Smith looks great? What if Huff look? If they look good and they look like they're going to play, I'm okay with it. But I think it's one of those things you got to watch. If they're not producing, I think you do got to make a move, like Matt Judon or somebody. Becton's going to be a beast. I agree. Stoutland gets all those linemen paid. He does. I'm 20 minutes from Philly, really cloudy, but no rain so far, but not looking good. Well, the Eagles are, look, we're over an hour into practice. That's pretty good. The Eagles are practicing. One of the things that is totally, let's see here. One of the things is totally interesting is that they're practicing a lot longer than they did a year ago. Brandon Lee Gown says Jalen Hurts looks more crisp today than the last time we saw him in June. Positive start to training camp. That's really good. That's really good. And if you guys didn't see it earlier, this was Saquon Barkley running on the field. We'll have more. We'll get the highlights for practice and stuff. We'll have more tomorrow. Let me see here. Oh, what the heck? Does that mean practice is over? I haven't heard yet. It's getting close. I mean, they're about an hour in. Usually, well, last year, some of their practices were like a half hour. It would be like walk through, half hour practice, then walk through, then day off. They did not do a lot of work. From what we're gathering this year, their practices are going to be a lot more intense than they have been. Let's see here. So today's a practice. They got a practice tomorrow, then a walkthrough, then a practice. So we'll be live tomorrow. Then they have a walkthrough. We won't be live for a walkthrough. Then we'll be live for practice, and then they get a day off. And we'll figure out, at that point, I'll have an idea of whether I should keep streaming practices or not worrying about it. Yeah, I thought practice was getting close to ending. Yeah. Let's see here. Yep, that's a wrap. Practice is over. 70 minutes long. Hurts looked good on most short passes and swing passes to Saquon Barkley. Let's go over some of these. Let's go over some of these things from today. Here was Hurts coming out at practice this morning. He looks ready to go. Happy. I'll take it. And here's Hurts to Barkley. That's what they've done a lot, they said. Here's some more. Here's Berman with pretty much the same thing. Then here's Hurts, Barkley. This is pre-practice. This is what you can film. A little pitch out. We're going to get a lot of that from Barkley. Here's A.J. Brown, Nagata running drills. And there's a team lined up for practice. Pads aren't on yet, so that's why it's so hard to judge like the defensive line. There's Hurts and Saquon. A lot of Hurts Saquon today. Here's Dejean Kilmer watching ball security drills. Here's tight end. Yep, so that's it. That's pretty much a wrap on practice. Did you guys see any of that or no? Oh, my bad. Damn it. It wasn't on. I wonder why it got kicked off. Here's security drills. They're running. There's more of it. Can you see it now? I apologize for that. I can't believe I did that. What a moron I am. Here's Hurts and Barkley. You're going to see a lot of that today. Here's a team getting together. Here's Trashberry. Here's A.J. Brown and Nagata running drills. And here's Barkley. Barkley and Hurts. Little pitch out. That we will see a ton of this year. No doubt about it. Here's another pitch out. A lot of this warming up today. Make sure you guys can still see that. Okay. Yeah, that was pretty much it. Here was Hurts coming out this morning. for practice. All the kids waiting. That's pretty cool. And that's it. That wraps up day one. That wraps up day one. We got 500 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. Like I said, if you guys like this is something we'll do every time they practice. And if not, we'll just go back to what we did last year, where we just did a video after practice. I'll have other videos out today, but we'll see. What's going on, Chip Tooth? That was Barkley's first Eagles practice. Cornerback 2 news. Yeah, so cornerback 2 was interesting. Today we had starting at corner was Slay and then Isaiah Rodgers. They did work Ringo in. He got some reps at starter. And then your second string corners were Mitchell and Ringo mostly. Chip Tooth, what's going on, my man? Eagles says 500. Good practice for them. Birds today. Glad to hear guys are looking good. Sucks that Cooper is out because he will miss some time, and that might affect the season. It's gonna put him way behind. Slay's last year, I think so. I don't see how you can keep Slay long term. I just don't see how you can do it. But Slay, Slay, Devin White, they were ready to go. Are we getting players' press conferences today? I'm sure they'll be talking as they go off the field. But we'll see. Keep it going. I love the content. Thank you, Lise, thank you. I love it, Philly. Keep doing this. Okay. If people like it, we'll keep doing this. I mean, I'm still going to do other videos. We'll do a recap of day one. So I'll have that out there. And then anything else, that may be breaking. It's busy time. I'm going to start Mark Holmes and you guys. I won't do 11 videos. He did 11 videos yesterday. Keep the live stream. This is better. Okay. We will try. And we'll I'll figure better places to get the news where it's maybe more updated too. So we'll just have to kind of search. Please keep us street, bro. Love the content. Thank you, Andrew. They want Slay to teach Mitchell Dejean. He'll be here this season. The one thing I can say is if you look at Slay, he was getting all the first team reps. You look at Devin White, he got 95% of the first team reps at linebacker. So those guys, to me, those are starters. No. This fire, keep please doing this. Your live reaction is bad. Thank you, my man. Appreciate that. Am I going on Dan Celia's show? If they ask me, they haven't. Nobody's asked me. Let me see if he texted me. But I don't have any. He hasn't texted me yet. So as of right now, I'm not going on. We'll see if he invites me. One video for every guy the Cows haven't signed. That's at least 3 videos. Alex says, I'm not letting Slay start just because he's on the team. One of the younger guys look better. They need to start over him. Sure, he looked best last year. But yeah, well, listen, I agree. Like, fundamentally, I agree with you, but that's not how it works. Those guys go on who's making more money. Now, what's interesting about that is I say that, but, we didn't hear Bradbury getting any reps at corner. We heard Bradbury getting reps with second-team safety. What does that tell you? Definitely Slay's last year, starting corner. I agree. Agreed. Philly 500, we need all the content, all the info humanly possible. Yeah, I told my wife and kids I'll see them next year because it's going to be busy. We need 2-a-days like the good old days. You ain't kidding. Chupa says, what's up, 500? Glad your computer back up and running. I still got the same problem. They wanted to keep it for 2-3 weeks. I'm like, I can't give you my computer for 2 or 3 weeks. If I were putting the work in, always. Slay's washed. He is. I think they're going to try to build him up and trade him. But, I mean, what I want to know is how many reps did he get at corner today? We heard that none. And then he was only getting second-team safety. Is he in the doghouse with Vic Fangio? Or what? Or are they just trying to get a feel of things? Hard to know day one of practice because a lot of what they go on is what they saw at OTAs in spring, And like I said, they don't even have pads on yet. I don't even think they'll have pads probably till sometime next week, Slay is not going anywhere. Reddick, his coverage stats. Recheck his coverage stats. I don't think Slay's going anywhere. No, I not this year. I mean next year I wouldn't be surprised if they move on, but this year no. They want Slay there to help teach those young guys. Bradbury's going to go. I don't think Slay's going anywhere. But the question is who's going to be on that other side? I don't think Quinyon Mitchell is. I think Isaiah Rodgers is that other outside corner. But remember, he's only got 1 year left too. What if Isaiah Rodgers has an amazing year? What do? You're going to have to resign him, right? It's interesting. You're not showing anything. Not showing anything right now. No. We had stuff up earlier. Slay was playing injured all last year. Y'all tripping, saying he's washed playing. No, I didn't say he was washed. Pads tomorrow? I don't think they have pads. I don't even think you can use pads the first week. Like they have a warm-up period. So there's no pads for like at least a week, I believe. Guys remember tackling? Yeah. And that's always a problem because they don't tackle in camp. I think they only have like 2 days of practice, you know. Yeah, whoever wins the spot, Fangio probably isn't dazzled by first rounders. No, he's not. Slay's a starting corner. It's been Slay. Today was Slay starting all practice. You had Isaiah Rodgers lined up across from him. Even Ringo got some reps at first team. Slay ain't going nowhere. Chris B, what's going on, my man? Off to nope. I got to go in by 9, and then I'll come back for lunch. I'll do a video, and then I'll do another video probably tonight. We're trying this out, see how this works. You know, this is the first time I streamed the Eagles practice. I know they're having press conferences. I don't know if legally I could show the press conference without getting copyrighted. You know, like clip stuff you could take later, but live, I don't know if I would get in trouble. I joined late. What I missed from camp day 2. I would say what you missed was what was interesting was Bradbury was getting second team reps only at safety. Isaiah Rodgers starting at corner opposite Slay, and Paris Campbell had a really good day as a slot wide receiver, and Jalen Hurts looked really good from what we're hearing. He's just a vet in the room to teach young talent. I mean, I don't see any way in which Slay doesn't start. Hey, remember they took the hip toss tackle out, so definitely need to work on tackling, especially the corners. Agreed. Slay going to eat all season because he's going to have no choice but to throw his way. Go Birds. No, I mean, I think Slay, listen, I don't think Slay's going anywhere. Not this year. Bald Eagle, thank you for the super chat. Someone wrote Slay washed. You replied, yeah, Slay is washed. Oh, I did. Well, I didn't mean that. I don't think Slay's washed. I think Bradbury's washed. And they will trade him by the deadline. They were thinking of Bradbury. You didn't say that. No, I was thinking of Bradbury. I don't think they're trading Slay. I think they're trading Bradbury. I don't even think they're going to wait to the deadline. So if I said Slay, then yeah, that was not meant for Slay, because I don't think they're trading Slay or getting rid of Slay at all this year. So I apologize if I said that. I think Bradbury's gone. I do. And I wonder what they do with Isaiah Rodgers if he has a great year. A.J. Brown, kind of quiet. Didn't really hear much. You know, but A.J. Brown, Devontae, you're not one of those guys. You don't have to really worry about them. Now, Goddard had a 35-yard touchdown. I'll have a video out later today reviewing, all of camp and stuff like that. So, we'll talk more about that later. It gives me a chance to go and check other places I might not have been able to see other people and get details that, might not be coming out. So we'll have more on it. I need football. Can't wait, man. I need football too. The world's just too crazy. Every day, something crazy, chaotic things going on. I need some stability with some football. Get my mind off things. They need a veteran presence in that secondary. Slay stays. Oh, I agree. CeeDee Lamb is overrated. Goes against hella linebackers. There's good linebackers, but Ray Lewis, Von Miller, Jack Camp. No, I agree. I mean, he's a slot wide receiver. He's a good one, but, you know, he holds out. Dallas is done. Saquon over 13. I'm going to say over. I'll say over. I think he's about 1,400 yards on the ground. And I think, you know, you get another 400 or 500 yards through the air. CD did 10 juke outs in his backyard all morning. Y'all didn't get out of the second round. Stop talking. Make it all make sense. I don't understand. I never understand what the hell Dallas Cowboy fans talking about. Go sign your players. You got your players don't want to show up for camp. What is wrong with you guys? What is wrong with you guys? Let me see here. Neither did you all, but Dallas is used to not making it out of the second round of the playoffs. Let's face it, you know. They stink. They haven't been relevant in 30 years. 30 years. We're going to have such a good time laughing at the Cowboys this year. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be wonderful. Jerry's too busy getting paternity tests. That's hilarious. Yeah, that's hilarious. Arkansas boy cap era. There you go. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. As for practice is over day one. We will have a recap later. And like I said, if you guys like this and want me to continue doing these live practices, let me know in the comment section so I have an idea of what you guys like. Because every year training camp, it kind of changes. You kind of got to feel out what people want. You know, I still got to do at least one more video today, if not two. So, you know, we'll definitely do that. I want to cover all those press conferences and see what goes on there as well. Yeah, I want to thank you guys for joining me. I'm probably going to cut this now. Practice is over. We've got to, like I said, I got to get on with the rest of the day and stuff like that. But they'll be practicing tomorrow. I'm not sure what time. I'll be live for the practice. They got to practice tomorrow. Then I think they have a walkthrough. I won't live stream walkthroughs, and then they have a day off. So we'll get an idea of whether or not people like this or not, because I really don't know. But you know, I could go back to the previous years. What I did was I would do the recap after practice and then live stream later. This year we're trying a little different. You know, just to see how it goes. It's easier for me in some ways to do that early in the morning and then you know, in the middle of the afternoon. So, all right, guys. Well, with that said, thank you for joining. Had fun. It was a blast, and this will keep getting better, and we'll keep adjusting. So, with that said, you guys take care. Talk to you later. Of course, don't be a dingbat, and I will talk to you in a little bit. Peace.
2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off, it's over!
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay! Congratulations, Green Bay!
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay! Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak! That was on you, Dak!
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott!
Trying to feed him the ball.
Trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb! Trying to defend the CeeDee Lamb! You tried to defend the CeeDee Lamb! You got to give it to CeeDee Lamb! God! It's over! It's over, Dak! Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking. Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.